Tracking past the gleaming steel peaks of the Petronas Twin Towers at night, we drop instantly into the deep, misty mornings of Borneo's ancient rainforests. Forget the traditional backpacker trail. Malaysia operates as a high-tech Southeast Asian economic dragon, actively weaponizing its massive microchip export markets and hyper-modern infrastructure networks. This creates a highly specific dilemma for the global worker. You want to leverage Western earning power against Southeast Asian living costs, but you want to do it without sacrificing high-end corporate infrastructure, rapid transit, or personal safety. This decision tree maps the initial relocation pathways. Arriving in Southeast Asia forces a split. Seek a chaotic beach lifestyle or prioritize high-tech infrastructure. Prioritizing tech pulls you from the islands, leading straight down to the Malaysian ecosystem. Making this choice carries heavy financial weight. Choosing the wrong global base results in thousands of dollars lost in relocation fees, constant visa anxiety, and dropped corporate productivity. Establishing yourself in the 104th reality requires fitting a highly specific, data-driven income profile. To understand the cities, we have to look at the macroeconomic engines funding them. The region is driven aggressively by advanced electronics and semiconductor packaging. Penang now effectively functions as the Silicon Valley of the East. This industrial scale dictates the traditional corporate expat pathway. Multinational corporations headquartered in Kuala Lumpur routinely offer heavy premium compensation packages for specialized tech architects, logisticians, and foreign financial auditors. Beyond Silicon, the state's massive investments in oil and gas extraction, driven by Petronas infrastructure, command a secondary army of heavily recruited foreign specialists. But if you are an independent remote worker detached from these corporate giants, your legal residency follows a different set of financial rules. This quadrant chart weighs bureaucratic effort against lifestyle yield. Here, in the high-yield quadrant, is the Rantau Nomad Pass. To secure this visa, applicants must clear a strict financial gate, a verified foreign income of $24,000. Clearing that threshold yields a massive operational advantage. You gain immediate legal peace of mind and long-term regional stability, completely bypassing the stress of rolling tourist visas and mandatory border runs. The system creates a hard barrier. This specific financial threshold effectively excludes early-stage freelancers and low-earning digital nomads. The legal framework functions exactly as designed. It aggressively rewards established professionals with structural stability while explicitly rejecting the budget hustle culture. Once cleared, you gain access to a highly developed physical environment. Central districts like Bukit Bintang operate on a hyper-modern, dense urban grid. This density creates extreme cost-to-quality leverage. The market is flooded with vertical luxury housing. You can secure a premium, fully furnished one-bedroom high-rise condo, complete with an infinity pool and 24/7 security, for between $450 to $800 per month. To capture these prices, you must adapt to the vertical corporate skyline. You are trading the sprawling bohemian neighborhoods found elsewhere in Asia for high-altitude, digitized efficiency. That efficiency extends straight into daily living expenses, driven by a legendary culinary melting pot. The cost variance here is massive. You can spend $15 inside an air-conditioned mall bistro, or drop $2.50 for a heavy, complex street meal. The absolute culinary king is nasi lemak, fragrant coconut rice heavily spiced with fiery sambal, roasted peanuts, and crispy anchovies. Maximizing your daily savings requires abandoning Western grocery diets and completely adopting the heavy, rich Malay, Chinese, and Indian flavor profiles. Culturally, the resulting lifestyle is a highly respectful, tech-integrated social fabric that routinely comes alive after dark in crowded night markets. Navigating these late hours is statistically highly secure. Violent crime targeting foreign travelers is exceptionally rare, allowing you to walk the city grid comfortably at night. The operational risks are reduced to minor, opportunistic property crimes. The primary threat vector is bag or phone snatching by thieves on moving motorbikes in crowded tourist sectors. The strict solution to both physical security and local taxi overcharging is immediate digital adoption. You eliminate transit friction by exclusively using app-based ride networks like Grab. This environment provides a significant upgrade in personal luxury and security for those who commit to a digitized, app-driven urban routine. Beyond the steel and concrete, you are still operating inside an unavoidable environmental reality. The climate is tropical, hot, and highly humid year-round. Weather hazards are governed by complex, opposing monsoon cycles. Heavy rains strike the east coast from November to March, while the west coast, housing Kuala Lumpur and Penang, faces its storms from April to October. If you are charting a universal window to explore the mainland comfortably, you schedule your movements between June and September. During these dry months, the inland geography opens up. You gain access to the pristine ecology of Taman Negara, an ancient rainforest system estimated to be significantly older than the Amazon itself. And when the urban density peaks, the domestic flight routes offer quick access to unique maritime zones, like the karst islands and sandy beaches of Langkawi, an archipelago entirely designated as a 100% duty-free zone. Mastering the Malaysian map requires rigid calendar management. If you fail to plan around the monsoons, you will find yourself trapped indoors by intense, unrelenting seasonal rains. Malaysia is an elite arbitrage engine. It offers massive lifestyle leverage, but only for those who meet the exact baseline criteria. This checklist matrix determines exactly who should pack their bags and who needs to look elsewhere. The infrastructure is perfectly engineered for specialized corporate talent and remote tech workers earning over $24,000 looking for heavy luxury without the Western price tag. Conversely, the legal structure explicitly rejects low-earning nomads relying on shady visa runs and those strictly seeking an unregulated, purely bohemian beach lifestyle. Look at your own income data and career phase. Are you ready to baseline your next workspace inside an advanced twin-tower giant? Let us know in the comments below. Next stop, we analyze the luxury atoll fortress of the Indian Ocean, the Maldives. Subscribe to stay real.